Hello and welcome back to the much anticipated, especially by me, Megabyte for season 5 of the Good Poet Gaming Podcast. First off, Poetic, how are you doing? And then we'll get into the nitty gritty of what we're going to talk about today.
Before I say how I'm doing, I can't believe we're on the fifth season already. Like that is
Yeah, that's mad.
absolutely crazy.
I think we're,
Um,
we're actually creeping up to like 50 odd episodes soon, I think.
no, definitely. You would have definitely. You might have actually passed 50 episodes. I don't know. I'll have to
Yeah,
double, triple check.
someone fact check us
But
in the comments.
yeah, someone's gonna come back and be like, actually, see, episode 9 of season 4 was actually your 50th episode, guys.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
Um, how am I doing? I am doing really, really good.
Yeah.
Really tired.
Mm.
Um, but overall, no real complaints. How about yourself?
I'm good, mate. I'm loving life. I'm off at the minute. It's that lovely time of the year that I get 6 weeks off and I can just go content, 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 and I fucking love it.
For those of you listening, watching the podcast, yeah, Dan will message me and be like, "Oh, mate, would you be able to do like Wednesdays at like 2 p.m.?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, unlike you, Dan, like, like the rest of society, I have work during
Yeah,
the week."
yeah, yeah. It's
Uh,
annoying though because like in my head I'm like I've got 6 weeks off. I want to get all the guests possible. Like in my head I want to do one guest every day, but obviously that's not possible, is it? But hey
no,
ho. But we have been reaching out. We have been reaching out to some big
yes,
names. Not saying any because no one has confirmed or denied yet. Because I have. It has been very recent that we actually put the guest list out. We have got one person for next week, but I'm not gonna say the name in case anything changes. But I'm very, very excited for that one. Very excited.
same. Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, it'll be a
Um,
good one.
yeah,
Should we
let's
do?
move on because I feel like I'm gonna drop the name and then
Yeah, let's go. So, little bit of housekeeping first. You may have noticed that we have a brand spanking new logo, which
yes,
was done for us by the amazing Drawn by M. I think her main platform is on Instagram. We
yeah,
contacted her a little while ago, gave her a very basic outline of like, we want it to be like good with a quill. And she was like, say no more, I've got this. And I don't know about what you guys think, let us know in the comments, but I absolutely love it. On a side note, you might notice that I've got a new logo, but this is the Good Poets Game podcast, not the Good Game Dan podcast. So but
but
Emily
yeah,
did
no,
that one as well. But we will, in the description, we'll give Emily a little bit of a shout out if anyone wants to go and see if she's able to do some work for them. Because I am trying to really go away from AI generated content. I think a
yeah,
lot of creators are. We actually had I dabbled with like making a song, like a theme tune for the podcast, and I made it, and it was actually really, really good.
it
Um,
was absolutely fantastic. Like,
yeah,
sorry to cut you off, but
no,
like,
go for it.
if Dan was to turn around and basically be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna quit content. I'm gonna go do music," I would actually be like, "Yeah, no, that makes complete sense, Dan."
But the thing was, like, the lyrics were completely me, and a little bit of inspiration from like Poetic, giving me a few tidbits of what he wanted in it. Um, but the actual music was completely AI. And originally I was like, oh, this is a good idea, I'm paying for this service, it's absolutely fine. But then I started thinking about it and I was like, this doesn't sit quite right with me. So, and
Hmm.
I always have this thing of like, if I get a gut feeling that something's not right, I'll stop. And like
Yeah.
I did that. Do you remember when I had subscriptions on TikTok?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do remember that. Yeah.
So I had that for a little while, and I think I had like 5 people subscribe to me, and it wasn't cheap. It was like £5 a month. So I think once TikTok took the cut, I got like £15 a month for just posting my normal videos. I wasn't like giving anything extra out. But it didn't sit right with me, so I stopped doing that. I probably would be in a much better position if I never stopped doing it, but my moral compass stops me a little bit.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. But let us know what you guys think about the logo and everything. Big shout out to Drawn by M. Go give her a look on Instagram. I think she's on TikTok and different things as well, but her main platform's Instagram. I'm pretty sure. But she's absolutely amazing. So go check her out.
Yes,
But Poetic, there's been a big thing in your personal life that's happened, hasn't it?
there has been. Yes. As those of you that watching, you can probably tell that my background looks significantly differently. I haven't got rid of my consoles; they're just sat over there. But
Whew.
um, but Player Two and I have bought a house. Um, yeah, so it's a massive thing. We were
Yeah.
inspired by Dan buying his, so we were like, yeah.
I mean, who isn't? Who isn't? No, I'm joking.
Um, but yeah, so hence why like the content and stuff slowed down over the last month or so. Because um, if your partner is anything like mine, everything needs to be done ASAP, and
Yep.
she wouldn't want to live in boxes and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
been managing that, but the benefit of that is previously I would share that space that I was in with her, which meant that I kind of had to work around her using that space for making content or playing video games and whatnot. I now have my own room, so yeah, that means more content. I'm not restricted by like time or anything, unless she comes up here and says that I spent way too long in this room. Um,
Yeah. And then
but
you
yeah,
can
no,
blame me.
it's yeah, but yeah, no, it's a massive achievement, and yeah, yeah, it's wicked.
Yeah, well done, man. Because like,
Cheers.
I don't think people realize how difficult it is, and like, obviously it's a lot different for different people. Obviously, I was very fortunate. I never had to rent, and I was able to stay at my mum and dad's, and uh, move out. The first time I moved out was this house, and
Yeah,
I'm very fortunate that unless and I don't know if we will, but unless once this baby's born, me and Abby decide we want a few more, then this should be our forever home, really. Because I don't like moving, I really despise it.
yeah.
It's not fun, but
Do,
go on,
do
go
you
on.
know what? I absolutely hate moving as well, and um, Player Two and I have moved every year for the last 4 years.
What?
Yeah, and
You've moved the same amount in the last 4 years that I have in my lifetime.
yeah,
Like
it's
genuinely.
crazy. Yeah, so I've told her I was like, yeah, 100. I was like, when we buy a house, it has to be our forever home,
Yeah.
and um, yeah, and funny enough, this came a year earlier than we thought.
Hmm.
So we were still expecting to be living in our previous house, for another year. So yeah,
So are we gonna have little poetics running around?
maybe I don't know.
Uh, uh,
not
that'd be so cute.
not anytime soon. I need to get down on one knee and
Hmm.
first anyway. Um, but
See,
I'm
that
still
was always the
waiting.
plan for me and Abby. Like we got engaged, didn't we? And then we were
Yeah,
like, right, let's start planning the wedding. And then Abby came to me and was like, Dan, I'm pregnant. And we were like, well, let's put the wedding on the back burner for a little bit then.
yeah. Well, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Life happens. I mean, to put like I said, never expected to be a homeowner this year. Earliest we thought
No.
would be next year, and that happened. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah,
Player two
it's
might run upstairs and be like, "I'm pregnant," and I'll be like, "Oh God, okay, well."
yeah, yeah. That will be the exact reaction. Oh
Yeah.
dear. Okay. Just to kind of round that off, obviously, little pre-warning to people. Once my child is born, as you can probably expect, I am gonna disappear off social media for a little bit. Not forever, definitely not forever, but until we get into a routine, the podcast will kind of be put on the back burner. My own content will be put on the back burner. But there'll be the odd day where, Abby will take the kid out and I might have an hour or two to jump on, and we'll
Mm.
just have to kind of work it around that. But I think my plan is 2027. So I'll have a good like 3 months to wrap my head around being a dad, and then I'll come
Yeah.
back. It could be earlier, it could be later, it could be 2028. I don't know, but I really hope not. But just a bit of a life happens, and
Mhm.
I'd rather focus on being a good dad than a good podcast host. I think that's a little bit more important.
I would agree. I mean, this is going to be an awful segue, and I apologize. But
Oh
um,
God.
seeing as we're potentially losing Dan until 2028, did you hear about the news about Sony getting rid of this in 2028?
Oh my God. Really?
And
Really?
this is why Dan does the segues and not me.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Hopefully, I'm not going to be gone for that long. Jesus Christ. But
Yeah.
yeah, what's your opinion on it? Before we go into the nitty gritty, just a very basic, do you agree or disagree with it? I think I know your answer,
I
but
I disagree with it,
yeah, so
like
do I.
fully.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and um, the reason why I disagree with it, right? Like I'm a physical games collector. Uh,
Yeah.
I have hundreds of physical games, which, funny enough, they're actually in the garage right now. So yeah, I need to
That was just a
figure
little
out how to
flex
sort that.
then. That was just a little flex going, oh, we got a garage.
Not at all. Um, but like I don't. I prefer physical media.
Yeah.
Um, and this is gonna sound bad, right? If I care about the game, I will buy it physically. And what I mean by that is like a game like Call of Duty, which I know I will play once, like whilst it's relevant,
Yeah.
and then move on to the next one. I will buy digitally because
Hmm.
like what once it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
Whereas a game like 007 First Light, I'll play it once, but then I might want to revisit that game again in
Yeah.
like a year or two. Um, so from that aspect, and that it's a selfish aspect, really. I do care about physical media. Secondly, it's just cheaper, right? Like
Yeah.
I can borrow a game, I can buy a game secondhand.
Hmm.
Um, like it's very easy for me to tell. Like my mom hasn't bought me a video game in decades, but it's very easy for me to tell my mom I want this specific game, and
Yeah.
for her to go into a shop. I'm not sure which shop now sells games, but
Well,
like a
that
CX.
that's another point, isn't it? Did you see Game was going into administration?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
finally actually happened. And I haven't read up on it too much, but I don't know whether it means like the standalone shops or also the way they have them in like Sports Direct
yeah.
and things
It's in
now.
Sports Direct.
Like it's all of
Well,
them, I think.
yeah. To round off my point, essentially, it's very easy for me to be able to tell someone that's not a gamer, look, I want Halo on the PS5, and for them to walk into
Yeah.
the shop and be like, I need Halo on the PS5,
Yeah.
and then to be like, yeah, here you go. Whereas
Hmm.
now it's going to be like, oh, you need to go in and ask for a £50 PSN voucher or whatnot, and like they'll just get a card. The card could get lost, or like sometimes it gets printed on a receipt and whatnot. Like the code, like
Yeah.
it's just a messy situation. Um, to your point about game going into administration, um, I'm surprised. Like the harsh reality is, I'm surprised game has lasted as long as it has done,
I agree.
irrespective of it being in the Sports Direct or standalone shops. Like I would walk in there, and every game store I've been in, it's a small corner
Oh yeah.
at the mostly at the front of the shop where it's got video games, and then the rest of the store is Lego or Funko Pops or plushies.
Yeah, it's not actual games anymore, really, is it?
No, it's not. And then the other aspect of them getting rid of discs is the fact that there is just no competition. Sorry, I was just looking at my PS5. There's just there's like no competition, right? So
Yeah.
a seventy
The
pound game will just remain £70, right? Like they've got no incentive
yeah,
to
and then
discount it.
like, do you know what I am surprised at? And we'll come on to this a little bit later. Just with you talking about the amount of money, I'm surprised at the price of GTA 6,
In a good or a bad way.
in a good way.
Yeah, I'm also surprised. I actually think what yeah, in terms of the pricing, I'm surprised. In one sense, I'm not surprised in the other sense. I didn't think that they would push it to 100 or over £100. I never thought that that would have been
See, I
a
did.
realistic thing.
I think I jokingly said 150 on one of the podcasts, but I would not have been surprised if it was 120. Not maybe not for the base game, but for like deluxe. I could see
Yeah.
120 for, or like, because I'm pretty sure there have been like collector's editions of games go for
Oh
100
yeah,
quid
easy.
plus.
Two
Yeah,
hundred pounds even.
yeah,
Um, so I never thought it would touch. Oh, like I never thought it would go over £100. Only, only cause then you're like, I would have definitely bought it at that much, right?
yeah,
Like I would have done just cause. But me 10 years ago, I wouldn't have. I would
yeah.
have just I would have just been sat there and been like, I can't justify this. I
No,
will have to wait for a sale where whenever that comes, or hope that someone gifts it to me, right? So you're
yeah.
essentially cutting out a significant part of your sellable market,
Hmm.
addressable market. Um, but I mean, overall, in terms of like them getting rid of this, I am really disappointed. Will I stop gaming? No. Will I not buy a PS6? No, I will buy a PS6.
Yeah,
Um, but it's just disappointing. And I know people are saying, I've heard this argument, right? People are basically saying, oh yeah, but like you can game share. So like, um, if I buy Call of Duty on my PS5, player two can play it on hers, right?
yeah.
But that's in the here and now. There's no guarantee that tomorrow Sony won't turn around and basically be like, all right, well, it's all digital now. Everyone has to purchase their own video games.
Okay. I'm very surprised with Sony, and I've just kind of thought of a bit of an analogy for them. I feel like they're becoming the Ryanair of consoles or like developers. Because I remember seeing an interview with the host of Ryanair. I don't know the host of Ryanair, the owner of Ryanair, uh,
The podcast host of
the
Ryan.
podcast host of Ryanair. I'm assuming his name's Ryan. I don't know. Um, but he was basically saying like he wanted to charge people to like stand up on on a flight,
Oh yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah. I
and
saw.
use different things. And I feel like Sony are going down that route of like we don't know what the next cost cutting thing is that they're gonna do, but I think because Sony, apart from Nintendo, I feel like Sony have a bit of a monopoly on the gaming market at the minute. Consoles,
Yeah,
like
yeah. No,
like PC, Valve, 100%, no shadow of a doubt with Steam. Um,
no, absolutely.
but I feel
Yeah,
like they're just gonna. I hope that they come to some kind of compromise, but I can't see them doing that.
no, and it's been so long, right, that they've announced it and they've not said anything. And
No.
all their posts have comments from gamers and I assume non-gamers, basically like bombarding them with like no
Yeah.
this, no buy, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I just feel like they're just gonna ignore it, right? They're just gonna keep pushing up
Yeah.
until the point where something significant would have to happen for them to comment. And by that I mean like um Herman Holst or Yoshino will be asked directly by like
Yeah.
an investor about this and they will have to answer.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, no, it's just a shit situation. And
Mhm.
um like if you also like look at it like in terms of like economics, right? Me growing up, I I could only, well, I say we could only really afford to buy the console itself, right? Because it would
Yeah.
come out every 4 5 years, right? So
Yeah.
we could save up the money to purchase the console. And then I was very reliant on secondhand games.
Oh yeah.
So like that's a market that's just gone. And if
Mhm.
you look at like I've only had decent internet for like I would say the last 5-ish years on and off. Um,
Yeah.
like the internet in my previous house was awful. Like it took me a few days to download a game. That's how
Wow.
bad. Yeah, like, and I just like that's just unrealistic for me to be able to do
Yeah.
consistently in a all digital world. But anyway, long story short, I'm disappointed. Um, it's not going to stop me from gaming.
No.
That's just the situation we're in. But yeah,
Yeah. I just I'm I'm annoyed at it, like personally, because I've been PlayStation my entire life. The only
yeah,
other consoles I've ever had was I'm pretty sure I had a Game Boy or like someone I borrowed someone's Game Boy. I remember playing Scooby Doo on the Game Boy at some point in my life. And I had a Nintendo DS. Like they're the only other consoles that I ever had. Other than that, it was PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for Sony to come out and do this, it makes me kind of go like, what the fuck, man? Like, it's like it's like I've had a best mate for years, right? And then
yeah,
he's come the pub with me, and I've gone up to get him a drink, and he's gone, no, I drink wine now. It feels like it just completely changed. You know what I mean? Like, not to
yeah.
say it's wrong with drinking wine. I also drink wine. I was just using an analogy, and I didn't really know where it was going. To be completely honest,
Uh,
guys.
um, but I mean, I think my last point on this, right, is as someone again that owns hundreds of games,
Mm,
especially from like the PS3 generation, obviously because there was not really a digital storefront at the beginning.
no.
Um, I my only hope is that there is some form of transition from disc to digital, right?
Yeah.
Like they have like that's the only compromise that they have to be able to offer some way of transferring our physical media
Yeah.
to digital that like um without us sacrificing the physical disc itself. So we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes anyway, won't we? I think the only real other big update was kind of GTA 6, obviously, the pre-order for it.
Yeah, but before that, um you mentioned that you wanted to off air the PlayStation Network going down.
Oh yeah. So I just found it very funny that PlayStation Network went down probably what 2 weeks after they announced that they were going all digital,
Yeah.
and I don't know how that affected people with digital because at the time I was playing FIFA, which I've got on disc, or EAFC or whatever you want to bloody call it,
Yeah, yeah.
and Black Flag, which I got on disc, which came very late actually. Black Flag,
Yeah,
right?
I saw your post.
Launch day, I got it at 10 p.m. Probably even half 10. Like, what's that
do,
all about?
do you know what it was? Yeah, I guarantee you someone at like the sorting office like watches your content and knows you're excited and was like, yeah, just knocking down the
Probably,
list.
probably, yeah,
To be
yeah.
fair, if I worked there, I would have done that as well. I'd have just knocked you right down
Oh,
the list.
thanks, mate. Thanks for that. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Um, do you know what? My and when we do move into this whole digital future, right? Like, if the PlayStation Network goes down, we're all screwed, right? Like,
Hmm.
just can't play your games.
Yeah,
Um, and I, not to put this out there and not to give anyone ideas, I am shocked that no one has actually tried to like bring the PlayStation Network down to show to
I
show
feel like
Sony how
I feel like someone has. I feel like that's what it was the other day.
potentially, right? But yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
Sony aren't in my good books at the moment.
no. And do you know what I'm surprised at? I'm surprised that Microsoft haven't come out and gone, well, we're going to keep making consoles and they're going to keep discs.
Well, that being said, I can't remember the last time I put a disc in my Series X.
Yeah,
But I do think that Microsoft are going to change their design ever so slightly and include a disk drive.
yeah.
It might be completely irrelevant, right? Because I assume they're going to go all digital next generation anyway. But
Mm,
the fact that there's so much backlash against having a disk drive, they'll just include it in there,
yeah,
and you know, hey ho, like
yeah. The one argument that I keep seeing, and it's a very valid argument, is why has every other form of media been allowed to go like digital? Like think Netflix. No one's really that bothered that there aren't cassette tapes anymore. There's not discs anymore. I mean, there are, but they're quite few and far between. Um, the only like no one plays music in the car with a disc. The only way you play music physically now is really with vinyl, and that's like hardcore
yeah,
collectors who have vinyl really. And then you look at Steam as well. Why have Steam been allowed to do it? Admittedly, they did it years ago, so we've kind of
yeah.
become
I
accustomed to it, but I don't know.
so so if we address the Steam argument first, right?
Mm,
On PC, you can buy games from the Epic Game Store, you can buy games from GOG, you can buy
yeah,
games from Steam, right? So you're not tied down to one platform.
yeah,
I highly doubt that
loaded as well.
Sony are going to allow, yeah, I highly doubt Sony's going to allow you to purchase games from other storefronts.
No,
They just won't, right? So that's my point against that. In terms of other media going digital, right? Like when you play a game, like a story-based game, you're most likely only playing that one game, right? Whereas with
mm,
music, you're skipping tracks. You're like
very true.
transitioning very quickly.
Yeah,
Same with like Netflix, right? Like you're going from one episode like half an hour to another episode like
yeah,
very quickly. Um, and also those medias forms cost, I don't know, at their peak probably a Blu-ray movie would cost about £20, an album probably about 10.
yeah.
This is £70 roughly.
Mm,
Um,
yeah, you're right.
that's like, you know, and it's yeah, it's a fair argument. I'm not saying it's not, but then um well, yeah. So, but then you also got the fact that like all those forms are streamed, right? So then
Yeah.
why don't we just stream our games then, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
might as well start streaming games, and everyone's going to be in uproar about that because it's not the same. It's generally not the same playing a game streamed as having it locally on your device.
Yeah. Even with the blooming PS Portal, like I'll literally be in the
Yeah,
next room across, and it'll still lag and it'll disconnect, and it's good, it's great, I love it, but it does have the little finicky issues because, especially in I've got a black spot in like the kitchen. Not that I play my games in the kitchen, but
you definitely play
yeah,
games in the kitchen,
yeah,
but
making me
but
cups of tea.
anyway, but yeah, anyway, as you mentioned, the next big thing was GTA
GTA
6.
6, yeah. I, like we were saying before with the pricing, I think I think if you look at the pricing for what it is, very good, very well done. But
Yeah,
when we found out that they are hiding things behind these paywalls, as in like just in game
shops.
things,
Yeah,
shops. So my understanding is you are gonna go to a shop, you're gonna be completely immersed in the game. You're gonna go to open the door to the shop, and then it's gonna say, "No, you are not allowed in this shop unless you pay us another £20 and get the deluxe edition."
do you know what? Yeah, like this is gonna sound really bad, but I really hope they do something very tongue in cheek with that.
Well, like
Like,
have
as
a
in,
bouncer
like,
like kick you out the shop or something.
yeah, like, like I really hope they do that.
If they do, and they have a little bit of humour with it, then fair play, and it'll probably get me to actually
Yeah,
buy it. Um,
yeah.
But I'm
I
saying all this. I will probably buy the deluxe edition eventually. Not day one because I'll have a child. So I'm probably going to be one of the latest people
yeah.
to play GTA 6 in the world. I reckon. Like genuinely, I reckon it could be
Don't.
like 6 months.
I will spam you with all the information as I'm
Thank
playing
you,
through it.
thank you. Yes.
Um, funny enough, so we pre-ordered the. Obviously, I know it's a code in the box before everyone jumps at me, but I just want to have the case, right? Um,
Hmm.
but we pre-ordered the physical copy of that, and it is just the standard version, right?
Yeah.
And I remember speaking to one of my friends the other day on WhatsApp, and I basically messaged him saying, "Ah, pre-ordered the physical version. When it comes in, I will upgrade to the proper version, right?" And I said that so naturally,
Mm,
and then he was like, the proper version. And I was like, the deluxe version. And to me, is the that is the game they were going to release, right? And
yeah.
then I assume they were like, this is the price point we want to hit. We need to incentivize people to purchase it. So let's put a price point below that
Mm,
and take things out.
yeah.
Um, I do personally think that they should have just gone with one SKU and priced it at £90 as it is now, because
Yeah.
like
People would have paid it.
I reckon people would have paid it, but conversely, um, it will set a precedence for the next, I don't know, the next Call of Duty being £90 or the next EAFC being £90,
But
right?
would you rather the game? Because in my head, we are being, I don't even know if this is a word, but we are being like microtransacted before we've even got the game. And I know for a fact that when we get the game, there's going to be more microtransactions. I would much rather them kind of go, right, base game, £90, deluxe edition, 120, whatever. The base game, you get everything that's in the game. Deluxe edition, you get everything that's in the game. You get however much on a shark card, and you get a few artwork books and you know bits and bobs like that. As rather
Yeah.
that than paying £70, and I know that I'm not getting the full game. Know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I fully agree, and I think that that would have been a path to take. My only worry again is that like if they come out and they're like, yeah, £90 and they sell they're going to sell a stupid amount, but
Oh yeah,
they would sell a stupid amount at that price, then what stops every other game company going, all right, games are now £90, deal with it.
yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Like so I get that. Even like irrespective, I would have probably always purchased the top end version of GTA 6 because it's a once in a 15-year cycle right now, right, for this game. So
Yeah. Well, apparently they're already working on GTA 7.
are
Apparently.
they?
Apparently so.
Gosh.
And it's been leaked that apparently Warhorse are working on Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. And this is why you
Bloody
hate
hell.
me doing the segues.
What are we segueing to is that
Nothing. I just wanted to talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance again. It's my favourite game ever. Well, no, it's not
all right.
actually. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is now.
All right.
I
Well,
love
let's
it.
touch on both of those. All right. So, Kingdom Come Deliverance 3. Yeah?
Yeah.
£90 day one. You picking it up?
In my current circumstances, no. As in,
Well, it's a
baby
few
on the
years
way.
away. It's a few years away at least, right? So we're talking 2030, 20, yeah, 2030 roughly.
Yeah. Yeah, day one.
Okay.
And
All right.
if money allows, like collector's edition.
Oh, Dan, I'm not even surprised.
Mm. And a
In
little
fact,
tattoo or something as well, you know.
I was going to say, yeah. In fact, I would be shocked if Warhorse don't just send you a review copy.
Oh, mate, if that's when I know I've made it.
Yeah.
That's when I know this content thing has took off a bit. When I get a day one review copy of anything, but Kingdom Come Deliverance would be amazing, amazing.
All right. So you mentioned Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
Yes,
So Uh, yesterday I pre-ordered Halo. I also
yeah,
pre-ordered the Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2,
mm-hmm.
and I had Assassin's Creed Resynced in my basket. I removed it only because realistically I am not going to play that game anytime soon, and I was like, I can wait for a sale.
Yeah.
But
You've still got the original one, haven't you?
how
Like sealed.
I've still got the original one. It's sealed. Um, It's in the garage. I hope.
I
I haven't
wouldn't
actually gone
play
through.
it if I were you. I would wait
What,
for
the sealed
resynced.
version?
No, I would
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
it sealed.
I'm going. I'm gonna play it for the first time as resynced. But how is the game?
Fantastic. Put it
Really?
this way, I think I looked before. I haven't played it all that much. I played most of it on stream, and the other bits I played on my portal. But I've probably got about 30 hours in of the game, so
Okay.
I played enough of it to give it a decent review. Between 20 and 30 hours ish, something like that. Everything that was in Assassin's Creed Black Flag is
Yeah.
either better, they have improved it in some way. That's just the same as better than Jesus Christ. Or they have changed it to make it like uh, less of a grindy feel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
the Taylor missions, like I had a Taylor mission and I couldn't be bothered with it, so I just killed the guy, and then I looted him and I got the information that I needed anyway. Because the game just allows you to play that. Because the Taylor missions in Assassin's Creed are some of the worst ever. Um, the graphics are better. There's officers now. I don't know whether you've seen that.
No.
So in the original, you had a guy called Adewale, who's someone that you free from like a slave ship, and he's like your
Yeah.
quartermaster, your first mate type guy. But you can go around and get other officers as well, and that was never in the base game. These are completely new
Oh, okay.
missions. Um, a very simple thing. You can dive underwater now. You weren't able to
Oh
do that
wow.
in the
Okay.
base game. I'm pretty sure anyway. But like you can just dive underwater and swim all the way down. You'll die, but you can
Oh
do it.
wow.
Um, what else? I know there's a load of new story missions for Steed Bonnet, which is someone who is like you meet quite early on in the game, and I haven't got to his extra missions yet, but I am aware that they are there. But like
Yeah.
it's one of the it's got the kind of Ghost of Tsushima feel in that there's so many times where you'll just be like sailing and you'll be like, holy shit, this is a beautiful game. Like
Yeah. No,
it's
I love games like that.
it is unbelievable, mate. I absolutely. I mean, it was my favorite game ever. Like,
Yeah.
I think I said it a few weeks before it came out. The only game that could beat Assassin's Creed Black Flag for my top game of all time is Resynced, and it has
Okay.
because
Wow.
it's improved everything. So for me, but I'm a massive history buff. I absolutely love it. Like I'm playing Crusader Kings 3 at the minute because I always go
Yeah.
back to that game when I'm off because it's a big grand strategy game that you need to spend time with. Um, but like I love World War Two. I love Sparta. I love history, but pirates is a bit of history that I'm just like, oh, like the horrible, horrible people, and they were really glorified, and it's wrong. But I love that setting and the Caribbean, and it's just, oh, it's amazing.
All right.
I could talk about that game all day.
I've got a question for you then.
Go on.
Um, next Assassin's Creed game,
Hmm.
right? I haven't played Black Flag. I don't know how it ends. I don't know if this is even feasible. But do they do a sequel to Black Flag or like a Black Flag-esque game, or do they do what they've been doing now and go somewhere else?
So they did a standalone game called Freedom Cry with you played as Adewale. I've never played that one. I will do because, as I say, I'm trying to platinum every one of them. Still on
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 3. I've took a little bit of a break from it because I'm just playing Resynced at the minute. Um, I don't think they go for a sequel. I want to get this right. I think the next one is called Hex, which
Yeah,
is
Hex.
where you are. I want to say the Salem witch trials.
Yeah, which I think might be sick if
It
they
could
pull that
it
off.
could be sick. One thing that will really annoy me if they get it historically wrong, and I only knew about this a few weeks ago, is no witches in the Salem witch trials were burned.
Really?
Yeah, it was only in England that witches were burned, as far as I'm aware, and in Europe. But Salem is
Oh,
America.
what? Okay.
I think
Honestly,
Salem's America. I want to
I
say
think
so.
so. Yeah. Um,
If I get that
yeah,
wrong,
I
like,
didn't know
feel
that.
free to roast me in the comments. It's fine.
I didn't know that. So no,
Yeah,
that is an interesting fact.
a lot of
Um,
them were hanged and a lot of them drowned and stuff, but none of them were burned. So if I start playing that game and there's a burning by a pyre scene, I'll be really annoyed.
yeah, that Dan's gonna be like, gosh, I just spent £90 on this digital Assassin's Creed game and I couldn't even get the bloody history correct.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's important though. Like, if you're gonna do a historical game, you want to get it right. It's
Yeah,
like
of course.
imagine Assassin's Creed decided to do a World War II game and they had an AK-47 in it. Like it just it wouldn't make sense, you know what I mean? And people would get onto that straight away. They'd be like, "What
Yeah,
on earth are you doing?"
yeah,
Or if the, you
yeah.
know, if the British Army were wearing blue, you know, like it wouldn't make sense. Like,
No, no, I get it, and I agree, right? Because funny enough, um a lot of these games they do spend a lot of time trying to be historically accurate, right?
yeah,
And that's like from Assassin's Creed to like even games like Call of Duty and stuff like that. So um, you would hope that it won't be like an oversight.
yeah, and obviously there's certain it's it's difficult because you got to find that balance of being historically accurate and then being a game and it being fun. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
if say Hex comes out and there is a side quest where you have to go and stop yourself from being burnt or escape from somewhere or whatever it might be, then I'd say that was fine. But if there was like a main story arc of that happening, then I don't know.
well,
But then I could be completely wrong in where I got my knowledge from, and I it could have happened. I haven't looked into it all that much. So, but I think that the main thing that I'm trying to say is, try and be historically accurate, especially with Assassin's Creed games. If you're doing a game that's
yeah,
in
no,
a
I
in a
agree.
period set and it needs to be accurate, I think.
I agree. I fully agree.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Yeah,
Shall we discuss Timeless?
yeah, yeah. So you guys, you may have noticed this. This is how many days there are. During recording, it is 17. I should have really put 16 because this will go out tomorrow. Um,
Yes.
but the 12th of August, both me and Poetic are going to be in Liverpool at Timeless Gamer Convention. And you may remember we had a little podcast episode with a man called Middle Aged Gamer Guy. He is one of the people that
Mag.
runs it. Mag. He is an absolute
Yeah.
legend. Managed to get us on both as creators, which is very very exciting. So we're gonna we're gonna be there. Hopefully talking better than that. We're gonna be there filming content. Talking to you guys. I know there's quite a few content creators going. I think.
Yes.
I don't want to get this wrong, but I am pretty sure Rebecca Chill and Comfort Gaming is going, not as a creator, just as a guest. Coach Marv's going as a creator. Retro Revival is going as a creator, and Game Matter is going as a guest. So there's quite a few of us going, as well as us two, and it's gonna be fun. It's
Yeah.
gonna be really good. So, do you
And
want to talk a little
it's the
bit
first
about?
time.
Go on. Sorry.
It'll be the first time we're meeting in
It
person.
will
Yeah,
be,
in
which
person.
is mental actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, because we actually a lot of people probably don't know, but we live very far away. Not like
Yeah.
countries away, but like it's at least a 6 hour drive, whichever way you look at it. I think. Uh,
Well, there and back. Yeah. Yeah, it
oh,
would be.
is that all it is?
Yeah. Yes. It's not as far as it was before.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
but I've
Don't
moved
dox
closer.
yourself and say where your new house
Yeah.
is,
No.
please.
Yeah. 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 No, it was before, but yeah, it's now a bit closer.
Nice.
But
So
yeah.
so a little bit about what Timeless is. Essentially, it's run by Middle Aged Gamer Guy and a few others as well. I think the Gamer Guide are helping to organise it and run it as
Yeah.
well. Um, so essentially, it's a massive day. There's stalls there with like-minded creatives. Some selling merch. There's some creator networks that are there, and he also has guests going. So I think we have the That Sick podcast going, Ash Millman's horror
Yeah.
podcast, which I'm very excited for that panel, which will be really cool to see. You have some challenge areas, you've got different events going on, so there might be like an EAFC challenge, or there's Just Dance, there's a wide
Yeah.
range of games. And a cool part about it as well is it is actually connected to an arcade.
Yeah.
So by paying entry to the event, you get full access to the arcade. So, and I'm not saying you will, but if you got bored and you just wanted to go and play in the arcade, there's three
You
levels
can.
of our arcade stuff. There's retro stuff, there's modern stuff, everything in between. I've been a few times just to the arcade, and it's really really good. So that is at Punch Tommy's and Arcanes on Wednesday, the 12th of August, and you can use Poetic's code, which is, see if you
Surge
remember it.
26.
Yeah, Sage26, or you can use my code, which is GGDAN26. And that will get you 15% off your entry, whatever ticket you decide to choose. And it also helps us because whoever the creator that sells the most tickets actually can win a prize at the end of the day as well. So
I'm
if you
I'm
are
hoping
thinking of
it's
going, go on.
I'm hoping the prize is a signed like portrait of Mag.
Yes, that would be flipping amazing. That would be so so good. Um, but yeah, we're going to that. It's the first event for both of us, I think, that we're going as
Yeah.
creators. We've been invited to attend and promote it, which is really exciting. It kind of shows us that we're doing something right.
Yeah.
And being invited to these events is amazing. So thank you to Mag and the Timeless team
The
and Gamer Guide.
and the gamer guide. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
It's
but there's
yeah.
loads of stuff going on. If you go to, I think it's just Timeless Gaming, uh, or just type in Timeless Gaming Convention on Google, and it will come up. And you can
Yeah.
have a look at what's there and stuff like that. But it is really really good. I went last year as a customer, so I can't really like say enough good things about it. I absolutely loved it, and I actually won this mouse as well, which I still use. Um, and I think I looked it up. The price of admission, I want to say, was £20, and I looked at
Mm,
how much that mouse was going retail, and it was 30. So technically, I walked away with a net profit of £10 from the day.
yeah.
So
Yeah. No. That's sick.
it is really good. We'll be there. We love to meet you guys and stuff. So yeah,
Absolutely.
let us know in the comments if you're going. Let us know whose code you decided to use. We'll do a little competition with that. But yeah,
um.
is there anything else you want to talk about, Poetic?
No. I think maybe we close out with any ambitions or anything you want for season 5. Yeah. Season 5.
Yeah, so for me, I want to try and get some guests that we've had on previous, and rather than talk about their content journey and their creation and stuff like that, I just want to talk games with them, just shoot the shit with them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I feel like that'd be really good. So I've reached out to a few people. I haven't actually checked if they got back to me yet, but I will do today. And we need to get them on. We've also reached out to quite a lot of mainstream people, some voice actors.
Yeah.
There's a a guy that works for sound design that I need to get in touch with. I've been meaning to for a while. I think Poetic knows who I'm on about. Think I've shared them with you. This is really hard because I want to say who we're getting on
Yeah.
with you guys,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we can't as of yet. Because the thing is, we'll contact people, and things can change like last minute, or
Yeah.
like I've had to pull out a podcast before. Poetic has. Like I think with Middle Aged Game Guy, we actually had that booked in like a month before, and we had to
Yeah.
change it around and stuff. And I can't remember why, but we had to change it around. Um, so yeah, we have got some really good guests lined up. There's some people that I still want to contact. But yeah, we're gonna it's gonna be a good season, and hopefully one of the best. I think it will be one of the best.
No, I agree, and yeah, I think this season will be one of the best, if not the best.
Hmm.
And yeah, I think that's all. I feel like if I continue speaking, I will say something I shouldn't. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Watch this space. We got big plans coming. Oh, that's something I can show. I've just kind of thought about that. I've just thought. So, just to let you know that we're taking this crap seriously, we now have business cards.
Oh yes, with the new logo.
Yeah, with the new logo. So they're going to be getting handed out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry at Timeless to try and get them on the podcast. But it's we're trying to take this a bit more seriously and make it a bit more like a business. We're trying to see if we can monetize it because we're not going to beat around the bush. Our goal with this is hopefully one day to make a living off it. Like I would absolutely love that, and I know Poetic would as well. If it doesn't happen, fine,
Absolutely.
but we'll keep trying and keep trying till it does happen. So with your guys' support, hopefully we can do that. And I feel like I'm waffling now. So Poetic, do you want to sign us off?
Yeah, no. Hopefully you enjoyed this Megabyte episode. Um, it's been it's been fun. It's been good to catch up with
Hmm.
with you, Dan.
Yeah,
Um,
likewise.
and yeah, it's been great to kind of catch up with the audience, at least to update you on what's going on and what we've got planned.
Hmm.
But yeah, we shall see you next week with our first episode of season 5, which is absolutely crazy to say, but
Yeah,
yeah.
episode 71, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
No, I
someone
don't.
please tell
I
us.
don't know. I really don't know. I don't think it's that many. I don't think it's that many.
No, it's not. But yeah, listeners, watchers, thank you so much for spending. I don't even know how long we've been on, but thank you for spending the time with us today. And as always, happy
Happy
gaming.
gaming.